I want to thank you first off for meeting with me today. I know this isn't the typical meeting of doctor patient, but I really feel like it's important that you understand exactly what it is that you're signing up for. Now, this drug is highly experimental, and as such, there are a few things that I want to go over with you. Number one, this trial is likely to result in increased weight gain. This is most likely to be adipose and fat tissues. You will likely gain between 200 to 300 pounds within the first year on this drug. The reason I'm mentioning this is some people think that it will lead to muscle gain. That is not correct. This is most likely to transform your body in a way that will lead to massive morbid obesity. Now, this drug is highly experimental. Some people have gained more, some people have gained less. But the important thing to acknowledge here is that you will most likely be significantly heavier in a very short amount of time. And it's really important that you are able to navigate that. This involves getting new clothes regularly, which will be a part of the study. This will result in also massive changes to your friendships and your friend group. You might also find increased strain on your muscles. Things like walking is going to become hard for you. This drug is a substantial alter to your life and your livelihood, and it's important that you acknowledge that. Now, the places you will most likely notice the most weight gain will be your pectorals, your stomach, your thighs, your quads, your glutes, anywhere where you can expect to accumulate a large amount of mass are some of the places that you should expect to find it. But you might also notice hefty, substantial growth in other areas. This will include facial. Your face will likely round out to a more spherical shape. Your neck will likely to form a double chin. Your arms and legs will become significantly thicker and softer. You will probably even notice in your extremities, your fingers, your toes. This weight gain will be permanent and it will be significant. So I think that it's really important that we acknowledge all of that before this trial even begins. Now, this might also result in some other significant changes. Changes to libido is very common. Some people who have experienced this drug find themselves craving sex, find themselves essentially seeking it out however they can. That's normal. That is a common and known side effect, so keep that in mind as it goes on. Other things include obviously ravenous appetite is a big part, but also unexpected weight gain in specific areas. So some people have noticed more changes to their chest. There has been a few cases of lactation. If that is something that concerns you, it is normal, it is natural. It isn't something that we are worried too much about, but it is something that we want to keep an eye on. The biggest changes that are probably going to happen to you will be mostly psychological and also within your social circles. So when someone gains this amount of weight, it isn't uncommon for people to react very differently to them. You might notice some people treating you worse. You might notice some people calling you names. That's again normal and natural. This is a big adjustment period, not just for you, but for the people in your life. And it's important to acknowledge that will be a part of things as this goes on. So, the biggest things with this trial is set to only run for a year. If you're a promising candidate, we might be able to keep you on for longer. I can't promise that, but depending on your growth, depending on how you're managing yourself, it does seem likely that you could be a prime candidate. And in that case, we would probably move you towards the immobility study, in which case, well, that would be a significant change of lifestyle and a significant change to yourself and your weight. I think that is important to acknowledge. Mostly, I want you to know that this is something that you are doing of your own free will. You don't sign up for this because this is something that you think you might do. This would be a permanent change to your life. And I think that it's important that we not only acknowledge that, but that we actually take the time to warn you and tell you all of the things that could happen. People who have completed this have had tremendous success. They have enjoyed their change of life, but this isn't something that Ozempic can fix for you. If you're choosing this, this is something that will be a significant change in many ways, and you will most likely not be able to come back from it. So, I just wanted to leave all that with you, and frankly, we think that you would be an excellent candidate. Not everyone can handle doubling their weight within a year, so it is something that we feel you have a lot of potential for, and if it is something that you're willing to do, it's important that you follow up with us soon. I hope this helps to clear everything up, and I hope to see you, and ideally much, much more of you, very soon.